This is Anil with a video tutorial for the Learning Lab on C programming. So in this video tutorial we're gonna see a nested structure in C. So this nested structure is nothing but creating variable of one structure inside another one. So in this tutorial we're gonna see how we can use this nested structure in our program and how we can access the elements stored in that nested structure. So here, for the demonstration purpose, we have a structured definition called student. As a members, we have name and roll number. Then if you want to store the address of student, let's say street name, house number, etc., etc., what you can do is you can create the variables here as a member of this structure student. For example, street name, int house number, etc., etc. But we can group these two attributes under one name, and if you can do like that, then it's going to be easy to write the code and easy to maintain. So for that purpose, I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna create another structure here. Struct, let's call it address, then a curly braces and a semicolon. So here I'm gonna paste that. So as a members to this structure address, we have the street name, then we have the house number. So now this address can be used in this structure student. To use, we have to write struct, then the structure name is going to be address, then the variable name, let's call it addr. So it's similar to creating a variable of the structure, just creating the structure variable inside another structure. So now for the demonstration purpose, we're gonna create a variable of the structure student and we're gonna initialize it. So let's call struct student, let's say Anil. So now we have a variable Anil which is of type structure student. First we have to as in the name, that's why I'm going to use strcpy function, and I'm going to write the target is going to be Anil dot name, and the string value that we want to copy, that is Anil. So now we have to assign this roll number, that's why it's going to be Anil dot roll number equal to, let's say, 1 2 3 4. Next we have to assign the value for the element addr, but this addr is a variable of structure address. So first we have to access the element addr inside this structure student, then we have to access the elements street name and house number inside this structure address. For that, first we're gonna access this variable addr inside this variable Anil. So to do that, we have to write Anil dot addr is similar to accessing other elements of the structure. Then we have to access the elements inside this variable addr. So since this addr is also a structure variable, what we can do is we can use a dot operator and access the elements of this variable addr. So that's why I'm gonna add another dot here, and then we're gonna writing the name of the element, that is sn. So first we are writing the variable name of the outer structure, that is Anil, then we are writing the element or the nested structure variable, that is addr here. That's why we are writing addr. We can access this addr by using this dot operator. Then to access the elements of this addr, we are going to use another dot operator here. So that's why dot sn. So if you nest another structure inside this address, then you have to use another dot here and then continue to access the element of that nested structure. Since we are assigning the value to this structure variable of type character array, we have to use strcpy function. That's why it's going to be strcpy, and first we have to specify the target, and it's going to be Anil dot addr, Anil dot addr dot sn or street name. the next parameter is going to be the value. Let's say MG Road. So the last thing we need to do is we have to assign the value for this house number. We can access this house number element. Similarly, we access this street name element. It's going to be anil.addr.hn equal to, let's say the house number is going to be 68. So I'm going to save it. Now we have a structure variable anil, and this structure variable anil is also containing another nested structure variable addr, and we assign the values for the elements of the structure variable anil. So next thing we want to do is we just want to print it out, the values we assigned. It's going to be a printf statement, and I'm going to write %s for name, then add a tab, then %d for my roll number, then add a tab, then %s for this street name, then add a tab, then %d for this house number. So next we need to specify the elements. It's going to be anil dot name, then anil dot roll number, then anil dot, we need to access this element addr, that's why it's going to be addr. Then we have to access the element inside this addr, that is sn, that's why another dot operator, then sn, that's it. Then to access this house number, it's going to be anil dot addr dot hn. So I'm going to save it and compile it and run it. So as you can see here, we got anil, that's my name, 1234, that's my roll number, then the MG Road, that's the street name, and the house number 68. So I'm going to close it. The last thing I want to teach you is, if you want to assign to this variable anil, when you declare it here using the curly braces, what you can do is use this assignment operator, then the curly braces, then assign the values for these elements. First we need to assign the value for name, it's going to be anil, and a comma, then we need to assign the value for roll number, let's say 1234, a comma. So we need to assign the value for street name, let's say MG Road. Just think that this street name and house number are the elements of this structure variable student, and assign it. Don't think about the nested structure and all those things here. Then we need to assign the value for house number, it's going to be 68. So I think this one is the easiest method, instead of writing the two dot operator, it may be confusing. So I'm going to save it, compile it and run it. So as you can see here, we got anil 1234 MG Road and house number 68. So this is it. This is about the nested structures in C. You can nest as many structures you want. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like my Facebook page at facebook.com/learninglad, and I see you in the next tutorial.